uwe na discipline. Weka pesa ununue gari. Hakuna gari utalisahau pale njia panda. Watu wamelisahau, alafu Yesu aseme ndio hili. Mimi nawaambia ukweli, ndio maana mnachukia, mnasema hatuwezi kumalika tena. Mimi ngoja tu nikufungua akili. Hata kama ni wachungaji watachukia. Hivi hamshituki? Yaani wewe tukuombee upate gari. Mimi mchungaji mnichangie. Sasa kwa nini mimi nisipokelea hapa madhabahu si ndio lianzie kwangu? Mimi nikiwaambia ukweli mnachukia, mnasema hana hekima, potelea pote. Lakini tuwazindue mnaowaibia. Tuambie ukweli, watu wafanye kazi. Biblia inasema sifanye kazi na asile. Na Biblia inasema Mungu atabariki kazi za mikono yetu. Wewe unakaa kanisani kila siku kutoka asubuhi mpaka jioni na mkanyaga shetani. Unafikiri ukimaliza kumkanyaga utamgeuza supu? Watoto wako wanahitaji chakula. Kanyaga shetani masaa kadhaa, nenda kakanyage kazi. Rudi kanyaga shetani, nenda kakanyage kazi. Yaani maombi na
Hello everyone, my name is Stanley Mitch from Aztec Studio. Welcome to the newest episode of Edit Like a Pro with me, Stanley Mitch. Today we have 5 images to edit. We might do another live stream much later, but for now we'll only deal and talk about the one that we are about to do. So we'll start by importing the images. Then we check whether we have the video for it. We do the explainer video. And then we see how that goes. That must have been the new month, October. Right, let's import the images first, 43, 45. First image. 61, second image. 41, third image. 16. 16 or 61. I don't know. Just 16. And finally 25. 53, 25. I'm sending all of them so that I can import all of them in that order. First things first, before we do anything, I need to realize that when you click here, you'll see a few settings. I do edit in Profoto RGB. I've tried to edit in sRGB. They don't make much of a difference, but preference. Because it's a bigger spectrum, when I'm editing, the colors are very well rendered. I edit in 16-bit channel. Sharpen for screen. Let's do high this time just for the sake of it. And open. I've noticed even when you switch this off low or no, it doesn't make a difference to your images. I've not seen any difference. But maybe it does when you're doing bicuspid sharpening at the end of the export. Photoshop setting, we have toggled open in Photoshop as smart object, like that. Then now we need to check what is there we need to do for the image. So if the image is okay, we do nothing to it. If there is something we need to do, we do it. Let's open up the shadow slightly only, so that is a little more flat. The skin will look a little more brilliant. I don't see anything else we need to do to this image, so let's open it. Right. This image has highlight problems, so we'll bring down these highlights first so that the colors look right, like that. Now the pink is overly saturated. It's magenta for this case, so we'll see whether we can pull that down, like that. Open up shadow slightly. Good. Open up the image. We can do all the sharpening and everything else after. Previous settings will do the most. Next image. 5341, I opened the JPEG. Let's bring in the raw. This one has highlight problem, so we bring down the highlights and the whites slightly. Now the skin looks great. We open it. This one is a little darker. We'll open up the shadows. That should be enough. We open it. Fine. That's what we did majorly, 2 dresses. Let me see whether I have the behind scene video for it. We do that talk through. Yeah, the video is here. You realize that almost in all my shoots, I'm always guiding a client on what to do, where to place their hands, all that kind of good stuff. Information is very important. Do not neglect the value of informing your clients, guiding them, instructing them, telling them what they would do and look better, stuff like that. Also ask someone the profession they do, because there are poses you don't do for a teacher because it wouldn't look right for them. It will work against their brand. Their process you cannot do for a pastor, all that kind of thing. And instead of you giving them a pose, then they say no, then you are offended. Ask them what they do so that you give them poses that still show best their personality. If they are CEOs, leaders, all that kind of thing, it shows in their photography. You see? Yes. So before you begin posing someone, remember to ask them, and what do you do? And also explain why you're asking. Some people find it very intrusive when you ask. So tell someone, I would like to know what you do so that I give you poses that are relevant to. Also, number 2, ask what is the purpose of the photo. What is the purpose of the photo? You see? Then they tell you what it's for. So if it's for campaign reasons, for a poster, for a banner, an upcoming event, then you know how you need to place their heads, the expressions necessary for that engagement, all that kind of good stuff. Such questions are very important if at all you're going to produce the kind of work. If someone is a lawyer, do not post them as though they are having a birthday. They're supposed to look professional, authoritative, knowledgeable. Even the props that you give them are going to instruct. Now that I've seen it in the video, there is something I've noticed with clothes lately. They have that tendency, karibu nguo zote, almost all clothes, they have hanging strings. A string hanging here, a string hanging there. That shirt is pretty. A string hanging here, a string hanging there. Something you need to cut out. So watch out for those. If you see a string, something that a tailor left behind, deal with that, cut it out. It's easier to cut it once and have it clean in all your photos than shoot it to edit it, because you'll have to edit it over and over again in all the images. If she picks 10, you'll have to edit them in 10 images. Well, I'm telling you this chart, maybe I should also be showing you. Maybe I should also be showing you the photos we are getting from those poses. So this is what we got first. Then she turns. Now this is what we are shooting. You can't see the feet, so let's, yeah. That one is making it much more visible. I'm showing you so that even if there is a pose she did and she didn't like the images or didn't pick the images, and you like it and you think your clients might like them, you are going to do that and sell those images to your client. So I also go in and guide the client on what to do. And then she sits, and so we get the results. This is what we shot. Then she stands from around the chair. Like that. So the poses are, she turns to the front. I think that pose when she turns like that is much more bold, shows more expression and all that kind of thing. And these are the poses we get from that. Maybe I'll begin to, over time, every time I see a flash, then that's when I switch the image so that they consequently follow each other in that list of every shot you see, every shot you see, like that. But that's what we shot mostly. So then she went and had a change. I'll play this video when I'm done with this. And we changed the background and added a yellow wrap. You can see me making that wrap. It is just intended to drape behind her, put more color to it. I intended to use that one later to check. I don't remember the complementary color for this dress she's wearing, but let's see. She's wearing purple, so the opposite color is green. So it's somewhere here. That's the opposite color of that. So if that's green, then we can even change this yellow to green in post. You wonder how? I'll show you. That way we'll have another complementary color that comes closest to. We can still keep it yellow, but we can also make it complementary or make it look like the hair she has on. Yeah. Stuff. Then we began to, after we did the setup, we did a few poses. Now we continue with the results from that shoot. Her eyes use glasses, so sometimes they look strenuous, not open completely, lazy like this. It's just because of the effect of the lights, and she didn't want to have her glasses on while we are shooting. I like this pose a lot. Some people love it. Partly why I like it is because when you do a hairstyle, especially in that way by the barbers, they do 2 lines here. When you bend like this, that shows. Now you can see her hair dye and all that in one shot. It's not the same as this. Now you can see the hairstyling and all. Even if most times it shows hairstyling, the necklace if there is one, the ornaments, the earrings if she has some, all that. So I do not fail to shoot that pose ever. Then this is executive. I shoot this a lot. Usually it shows the nails, and the beauty of this image is usually in the close-up. It's never in the full version. A full version like this does not appeal to me mostly, unless someone is very curvy with very large hips, overly large hips. The rest of the time we shoot that. She's a mother. When people are older, this photo they don't want to leave. They always pick it. I don't like shooting with this tool, but when someone is older, I always shoot this one. And they are wearing something official, not with a biker shot. I always remember to take these photos with that cast tool, and they love it. And you'll be surprised to see that in her series, she must have picked those photos. So in the video, this is the part where she sits. You see, this is what lenses do. This camera can record everything else because it's a wide angle. But in my photos, you can only see her because of the zoom lens. A good photographer should learn to see what a camera will see before it does. You just understand that crop factor. So even when you look at a big landscape, ask yourself, can your lens see all that? If it can't, just know that there are things it cannot include, even in a crusade, in a service, in a TED talk, because your lens can't. And that's where prime lenses become a problem. Because if it's 50 and it's fixed and the room is small and it cannot see all this, then you're done. But if you are shooting an event and you have a camera as wide as this DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro that can record this wide, then you see how inclusive that camera will be and how much it will show you the establishing shot of the environment, show you the audience, the person talking, all that kind of thing. If it was a class I was recording, same. Talking of that, we should attempt streaming with it now that it's here, so that we see whether it we are done with that shoot. We'll play this video when it's its time. So for now, let's begin with the editing. First things first, I like to liquefy some parts, so duplicate. Liquefy also always comes second after camera raw, so that when I do my masks, they obey the rule for the results I got from Liquify. There are parts I would like to push in. Sorry, I should have done Liquify. I don't know why I went to camera raw again. There are parts I would like to push in, shape them up, make them look like I would want them. They hardly ask for it, but when they realize that they look flat, they look curvy and slim in their photos, they love it. So do not wait for them to ask, they won't ask. But that thing you do, remember that secret ingredient in Coca-Cola that nobody knows but only the CEO adds, and it has made Coca-Cola taste the same all the years. That's what I'm talking about. Always add something to your recipe that makes someone realize that they look good in your photos. They might not even realize what you did or which part you added or which part you took away. But they are happy with the results. It's not always about them realizing. Yeah, that part now looks better. Don't know whether we have a before and after in this thing. I've never actually considered. I only know about the preview, that, but I do not know about the before after, like you have side by side. So let's push this part out slightly, yeah, like that. Don't worry about the hand, but if you were to, okay, we'll deal with it. I always do one thing at a time only. Perfect. Now we're done. She looks like I would want her to look. We're going to deal with the hand shortly. So we'll make a copy of that, take away the Liquify from it, then rasterize it. Like that. Inverse that selection, put a mask, an inverse mask. So hold down on Alt and click mask, and then paint back that hand. And now you'll see how easily we'll fix that part. We need it at 100. See now, the hand is completely fixed. Right, what else did we do wrong? Let's see. Nothing else, just the curtain. So we fixed the hand. So the hand is fixed. Next is the curtain, this part, the interior part. So we are going to merge this down, select them both, and Control and E so that you have one solid color, solid layer. Make a copy just for the sake of it. New layer, empty layer. Go to clone stamp, and then sample something up here. There. Alt, click, then come align that line somewhere here where it should be, and just paint. Like that. All right, then we'll come to the layer below and make a selection of the center here, just like that. Then add a mask to the layer above, and just like that we have fixed that part. Let's zoom in, see whether there is something about the masking that we need to deal with. Yes, there is. So we'll pick the mask and paint out this part so that it looks correct the way we needed it to. Very nice. You see these strings, These are the ones I told you. Once you see them, cut them out. Because if she takes 10 photos, then you are having to edit it out of every photo for 10 images. That part looks very bright, so let's lower the brightness for it, levels, then we draw the lighting. It was just okay the way it was. Thought I'll make it better, kumbe I'm not. So merge it down again, and just by that you can see how different that photo has become. We've not done much of a difference, we've just shaped up some things. Sometimes the bra tightens the part of the armpit so it looks like it is two parts. It doesn't mean that the body is like that, but it means that the bra did not tighten parts and it made it look bad like that. So you straighten up some parts just for the sake of it looking elegant. You see? Now we'll do select subject. For this one is going to be very easy because the outline of what the subject is against what the background is very easy. Except that for this image, even this curtain is part of the subject, because that is what we intend not to change. Let's see whether we can select this white here. Yes, we can. Like that. Then we add a solid color black this time. Let's use another strong one, like that, so that the black does not stop us from seeing whether shadows are included or not. Then we move in and paint in the parts that are left out, or that the edges are not well selected because of the shine or a highlight that was perceived as what? As part of the background. Because if the background is white, anytime any other thing that has that luminosity value will be detected as white, and it will be left out in the selection. And with your naked eyes, you can't see it. But when you put a solid color like this, the contrast alone it will easily shout it out. Let me zoom in a part, you will see. You see parts like this, you couldn't notice them, but when you put a solid color that has good contrast with what a person is wearing and the background, you are going to see those small discrepancies. And your business is to paint those parts in very well. I'm hungry, but I want to order food now. We'll first finish this. Yes, that part is done with the inverse. So that we see whether something was included that shouldn't be, so that we can deal with that as well. And as I zoom in, you'll begin to see I could not use color range, because if I do, it will also select these shiny parts. So here I'll need pen tool for the most part, so that it's precise. I select that part like that. It will draw the right curves and separate this part nicely. It's a small piece. Some of you should think we can ignore it and move on, and yes, we can. But the problem is it might mess us up later when we decide to either adjust the background or put something in it. And this is part of the background, and that thing stops from there. And it sells us out saying, see how poorly photoshopped this is. To begin with, a common observer can see it's Photoshop, or rather editing. Somebody says, see how poor the editing is. We need to edit in a manner that once we are done, the rest I can paint it. Just need about 4% pixel, 4 pixels brush, and paint it. Sometimes I find it hard to paint in reverse, especially when I've edited for so long. But sometimes I can paint both forward and back very nicely, easily, and without trouble. Done. Let's paint this part in also. About 4 to 6 pixels brush can fit in these small spaces just okay. The other part had very slim areas. I didn't want to keep reducing and increasing the brush. You notice now I'm using just the 4 without changing the 4 pixel brush, which makes the edit smooth. There's another part here.
The fact that you finished school as a Canon.
Yes. When someone else apatana mkuu anazoziishe, that is not the reason to break up with your mom or with you.
So you also paint this in. If you're here and you know someone who would benefit from a lesson like this, who just started up their studio, or they were shooting outdoors and it's now that they are beginning to shoot indoors, and they are struggling with edits, send them the link. Help them come learn. See, these parts you couldn't see until you have that contrasting background. I've said a million times, when I'm editing, I include the shadow together with the background. Now I'm done with the selection. Now I'll invert the selection. I always use it that way when it's selecting the subject. Load the selection. To do that, you hold down Control and double click the mask, deactivate it, and then come to the layer below, go to Brian Umos background cleanup and clean it up. I have included this action for free in the video description of this live stream. And you realize that that cleans a lot of things, including the floor and all. You see all those things that were on the floor, the shadow, the what, they are dealt with. So it helps you solve all those problems. Then I'll load it again so that within it I can do neutrals, whites. I want to beautify, to what? To whiten the background, so I'll make it inverse of it. I want to ensure that the background is, the white is whiting. It's not white initially, it was this, something in the vicinity of yellow, like contaminated, so I want it clean. I'm looking for the purity in the white. And now it is purely white, right? At least for as much as the eyes can tell. All right. Then let's see whether I have any download for a background that we could use. I've done new background downloads this week. So let's check the whether part of what I downloaded can also be used here. This is one of the downloads I did. I've just changed it to multiply, the blend mode. Looks nice. Put it in a group. Not just that, together with this layer, put them in a group. Then copy this mask up so that we only have one layer that separates everything else. It is too strong, so we reduce its intensity by dropping down the opacity. Let's blur it up slightly. It looks too sharp at around 8 pixels. And that does it. I'll keep it off. Let me try another, then see what appeals to me more. Multiply, reduced opacity, doesn't appeal. So let's try another one. This one will flip it. Right click, flip horizontal, so that we have the staircases on that side. I just want to see whether I can beautify the composition. Then make it multiply for the blend modes. That almost nails it, but not quite. Sometimes I don't know what I want, but once I see it, I know I have arrived. That keeps me trying. Found another staircase. Let's try this one instead. She's 30-something years, or rather 30, somewhere above, yes. So 3 staircases would mean welcome to that floor. Let's align this. I'm trying to align it right with the base of that. If only there was a way of making her stand on the 3rd layer. Kunjulie hiyo ya black na ya white. done. If there was a way on this edit to put her on that third layer, it would make so much sense to say that she's on the third floor now, third level, third decade of her life, all that kind of thing. But even when it doesn't, it will still make sense. Maybe she won't get that meaning herself when she sees the image, but I, as a creator, I'm trying to make sense of my edits. I don't just want to drop things in a photo and let them be. There is another stack of layers that people use, the one that has circular things. That could also work, but that one does not look like steps. So we'll keep this one. The step one is okay. I'm happy with it. Now we said we are going to try change the yellow for green. Let's see. Go to add a white. This is white what? Selective layer whites. Then we go to the yellow channel. We make it fast. It goes that way. It goes close to. That one doesn't change it exactly. So let's use color grading. So let's reset. Net neutrals. Sorry, I'm chatting on my WhatsApp. I'm trying to buy a set of curtains and artificial plants. And it doesn't make anything any better. Inverse it. We'll be forced to use hue and saturation. So hue, select that yellow hue, then rotate it to green. We just want to see whether it makes it better. If it doesn't, we'll leave it. Green is more complementary, evidently. Green is more complementary, evidently. Let's reduce its opacity slightly so that it's yellowish green. I don't know. Let's take it away from the skin, roughly, just for us to see what it's doing. See whether it doesn't make it any better. So we'll leave it at yellow, maybe more green. So nah, yellow is enough. I thought we'd turn it to green, but let's leave it yellow. It will work the way it is. I don't like these strings. Give me a minute. Let me address something here. I'll be back in a few.
Stanley Mitch will teach you how to steal the show. From beginners to the masters, watch your skills grow. Hit that play button, let the that play button, let the magic flow. Edit like a pro with Stanley Mitch. Turn every frame into pure cinematic bliss. From the timeline to the final stitch, you'll shine, you'll rise, just flip that switch. Transition smooth, effects on point. Every clip lined up, frame by frame we join. Your story's alive, it's a perfect pitch. All thanks to the guide of Stanley Mitch. Edit like a pro with Stanley Mitch. Turn every frame into pure cinematic bliss. From the timeline to the final stitch, you'll shine, you'll rise, just flip that switch. Lights, camera, edit, the future's rich. Edit like a pro with Stanley Mitch. Do you want me to make this short and punchy like a YouTube jingle? Or a full promotional anthem that could run for a few minutes? Cut, trim, color, make the vision glow. Stanley Mitch will teach you how to steal the show. From beginners to the masters, watch your skills grow. Hit that play button, let the magic flow. Edit like a pro with Stanley Mitch. Turn every frame into pure cinematic bliss. From the timeline to the final stitch, you'll shine, you'll rise, just flip that switch. Transition smooth, effects on point. Every clip lined up, frame by frame we join. Your story's alive, it's a perfect pitch. All thanks to the
I'm back. Sorry, I was making a call, and because time is a factor and I know we will still have to edit other images, I decided to continue with the click away as I make those round of calls because of the purchases that I need to make. I'm trying to build a podcast, so I'm trying to buy artificial flowers and all that. This is what I'm trying to bargain for: the artificial plant and a set of curtains. Yes, that's why I'm showing you, because they are a plug. In case you need to buy such, just buy. And when mine arrive, I'll do a podcast. I'll do a set for it in my other channel, and I'll tag you up in my next live stream. I intend to begin to invite people to have the right conversations. So we'll continue with the click away. In the video, which I don't know whether you saw it, let me get you the video for this, because I want to explain something about this lighting here that I want you to realize that could be a mistake that you can avoid, or add an advantage if you want to keep it. So let me get the video and explain something briefly.
transition smooth, effects on point. Every clip lined up, frame by frame we join. Your story's alive, it's a perfect pitch. All thanks to the guide of
In this video, I want to show you one thing. You realize that the trajectory of this strip box, it's very low, number one. It should be up here, pointing the face before it points the hands. And it is the reason, because the light is center here, it makes that light in my video, in my photos, and I didn't notice that when I was shooting. Silly me. It makes the light fall on the hand, the hot spot, and not the face. One, it makes the face have more soft light and all, but then it might make the hands brighter than the face. And we said that where the eye goes to what is brighter, what is sharper, and what is bigger. So you might need to adjust that for your photos so that your light goes top down, so that it doesn't have this look here, so that it doesn't have this low up kind of lighting, and so that the hands do not become brighter than the rest of the body, like you can see in this image. Right. Most people might not notice it, but because I'm the one shooting and I'm the one editing, mostly I see those mistakes. If it was one of my workers that did that mistake, I would be here shouting. But again, even I, a seasoned photographer, made that mistake. Let's duplicate this. We go to camera raw. We just want to reduce the lighting for this, and the best way to do that is to pull it down from camera raw there. Then we inverse that copy like that. Then load the mask, though it doesn't make much of a difference there. Then come back and paint with about 20%, let's call it 30% flow, zero hardness brush, small sized, and then paint using a white brush on these areas that we feel the hand is too bright. We want the face to be brighter than, I use 20% because the areas that are brighter than others, and I don't want the same level of darkening to happen in all that, in the whole image. And just like that, now the hand has the same values, but now the curtain is darker, is brighter. So let's make the brush slightly bigger and paint this part like that. Just like that, now we have solved that one problem, where things below are brighter than the things above. It is not a catastrophic mistake. It cannot kill anyone, but once you see it, take it away. Because of eyes that use glasses, they are a little red. We're going to brighten those. So click, take that up, inverse it, come with a white brush that is small, and paint in those areas where we want the eye slightly brightened. We don't need it white, but you also don't want it yellow. The wind outside has dropped my banner, but let's finish this first. Yeah, very nice. So let's smoothen the face. Shazim Creations will take a value like 30, and then a texture that also doesn't make the skin look too textured. Then inside it, you're going to deactivate these masks because they are the very reason we can't see what we are doing. Then we pick a 20 opacity brush. It's darkening everything, so let's delete it. Take a screenshot of everything right above. Soften, smoothen from there. It will deal with that mistake that happened. Yeah, that's good. Maybe less textured. We don't want her to look like she has sugar particles on her face. Correct. Then we come now paint with about 25% to make her smooth, her skin smooth. Leave the eyebrows alone. If she has any eyeshadows, leave them alone. Leave the smile lines alone. We're just trying to touch it up, not like make a whole new person, not make her look like a dummy. I said I was not going to order food, but well, the emptiness. It's too much. But you realize that even when we have had that strip box down and some parts are dark, are brighter than they should, we still can bring that down in edit. But the condition is one: ensure that your image is a raw image. It's the raw image that will give you that flexibility. If it's JPEG, then you and your people are screwed. You as a community are screwed. I'm happy with what the image is like. We'll make this one about 70. Lest we'll have overdone it. Take a screenshot. I think the image is overly bright for my taste. I want to take it back to camera raw and darken up some things. Drop the exposure down. Camera raw. I'm taking too much on one. I'm taking too long on one photo.
Customer, hiyo ilikuwa ni stock ya kwanza. Saizi shia imekuja kama imeshikanishwa. Shia imekuja ikiwa 3 meters, curtains ni 2. Hii ilikuwa shia 2, curtains 2. Saizi imekuja ikiwa shia moja. Shia moja ikiwa 3 meters yote. Curtains ndio 1.5 1.5.
Now I think the brightness is good, like that. Now I need branding, which I'll get from one of the images that we edited already. This live stream is already available. It could be like 5 live stream away. You want to see how we made that image, just go look for it. You'll find it. Let's make this one deep orange. It can only be black. We need to shift it from that side to this side. No apparent reason, just a feeling like it will look better from that other end. We export it. What is 33 plus 25? That is 58. I think so. In your export, remember we edited in Profoto RGB, right? So in your export, let's cancel this slightly. Ensure that here you have converted to sRGB so that when you upload it or when you send it to your phone, the colors do not shift. They'll be the same colors. Optimized embed color profile. So inside it is embedded to color as Profoto RGB so that the colors are vibrant and all, but also it's converted for sRGB so that online media and all that do not change this part. You understand, right? Right. Now we export. I take my time to explain the first and the second image mostly because then if I get interrupted by shoots or any other engagement, or I get tired of explaining or begin to rant about other topics in photography, you've already understood how we are getting the results we are getting. So I've already explained the first one. I will not explain this one much. How different is this? Oh, this was the JPEG. I remembered. All right. So we make a copy, rasterize it, and then select subject. This one we will not have requify because we don't have those other areas. Add the curtain as part of the subject because that is the part of the photo we are not willing to change. We'll come back and paint that stool. I'm sure doing this will not solve the problem. So something here must be painted. So let's add a solid color like that. Then we come correct that. So let's zoom in. And painting this part with 100% hardness, 100% opacity, and fill on the control panel, 100 fill and 100 opacity on the layer. We are beginning with the painting in of the areas. You remember there is an area around the stool where we need the paint out. But let's first finish with the painting. So I'll first finish this and then I'll get back to you when we are going to the next stage.
Stanley Mitch will teach you how to steal the show. From beginners to the masters, watch your skills grow. Hit that play button, let the magic flow. Edit like a pro with Stanley Mitch. Turn every frame into pure cinematic bliss. From the timeline to the final stitch, you'll shine, you'll rise. Just flip that switch. Transition smooth, effects on point. Every clip lined up, frame by frame we join. Your story's alive, it's a perfect pitch.
We are done with the inside. So we go to the outside. So we inverse it like this, and then we paint out these areas. Then we come and do the rest of the image.
Anthem that could run for a few minutes. Cut, trim, color, make the vision glow. Stanley Mitch will teach you how to steal the show. From beginners to the masters, watch your skills grow. Hit that play button, let the magic flow. Edit like a pro with Stanley Mitch. Turn every frame into pure cinematic bliss. From the timeline to the final stitch, you'll shine, you'll rise. Just flip that switch. Transition smooth, effects on point. Every clip lined up, frame by frame we join. Your story's alive, it's a perfect pitch. All thanks to the guide of Stanley Mitch. Edit like a pro with Stanley Mitch. Turn every frame into pure cinematic bliss. From the timeline to the final stitch, you'll shine, you'll rise. Just flip that switch. Lights, camera, edit, the future's rich. Edit like a pro with Stanley Mitch. smooth, effects on point. Every clip lined up, frame by frame we join. Your story's alive, it's a perfect pitch. All thanks to the guide of Stanley Mitch. Edit like a pro with Stanley Mitch. Turn every frame into pure cinematic bliss. From the timeline to the final stitch, you'll shine, you'll rise, just flip that switch. Lights, camera, edit, the future's rich. Edit like a pro with Stanley Mitch. Do you want me to make this short and punchy? Like you, or a full promotional anthem that could run for a few minutes? Cut, trim, color, make the vision glow. Stanley Mitch will teach you how to steal the show. From beginners to the masters, watch your skills grow. Hit that play button, let the magic flow. Edit like a pro with Stanley Mitch. Turn every frame into pure cinematic bliss. From the timeline to the final stitch, you'll shine, you'll rise, just flip that switch. Transition smooth, effects on point. Every clip lined up, frame by frame we join. Your story's alive, it's a perfect pitch. All thanks to the guide of Stanley Mitch. Edit like a pro with Stanley Mitch. Turn every frame into pure cinematic bliss. From the timeline to the final stitch, you'll shine, you'll rise, just flip that switch. Lights, camera, edit, the future's rich. Edit like a pro with Stanley Mitch. Do you want me to make this short and punchy like a YouTube jingle, or a full promotional anthem that could run for a few minutes? Just watch your skills grow, hit that play button, let the magic flow.
We are done with the selections. Let's see. I see like I've left something at the shoe and I'm hungry. Let me request for food. At this rate I'm going to fall.
Your story's alive, it's a perfect pitch. All thanks to the guide of Stanley Mitch. Edit like a pro with Stanley Mitch. Turn every frame into pure cinematic bliss. From the timeline to the final stitch. You'll shine, you'll rise, just flip that switch. Lights, camera, edit, the future's rich. Edit like a pro with Stanley Mitch.
There's another part down here. Mundu wa ngũrwe ciũria igĩrĩ ndĩna thirĩ waku wa mbia cigana? Thani igĩrĩ arafu 150 anga 150 ciatigarĩte. Ĩĩ igatuĩka hii inakuwa 600 plus 150 750. Sasa hiyo 50 utaniondolea nikule mandazi, unipeanie sahani nyingine moja, nikulipe ikiwa thao. Sawa. Thank you. Ndumanira o riu. I inverse it again, brighten the, let's put it in a group because that's what you're going to need. Then inside it we drop a selective layer whites and just take away the yellows that will whiten the background. Then you go look for an element to add to that background. This will be the last image I'm explaining. A call came, I have a client coming up. So after I've explained this one, I'll take the food that I've just ordered and then attend to that shoot, then we'll talk later. Oh, I remember there's a background here we did with this guy, so we'll copy that and drop it here. Then reposition it, resize and reposition. It's an wainscoting style background. Let's increase opacity so that you can see what it's doing. Yes, like that. The next thing we do is the click away and then retouch the face, smoothen the face. So we first click away all the spots and all the strings on the cloth, all that kind of thing. If there's anything on the background like this, we also click it away, all that. Then we smoothen the skin and call it done. Oh, then branding, then we call it done. So enjoy as you watch me do that. I might do that with a few breaks if I need to talk to someone or attend to something. I also need to take a break and pay for that order that I was placing so that it doesn't take forever to arrive. So enjoy as you watch that happen. Then I'll come back when we go to the pink, when you are explaining the pink ones. So I'll first finish with all the white ones for the same process, and then I'll come to the pink ones, and then I'll explain those ones as well. All right. Now you understand the gist, you understand the process. If there is any question you have for any step, take even a screenshot or write that in my WhatsApp via the number that is on the videos, on this video's title, or write it in the comments and I'll see it. I'm monitoring the live stream, so I'll see it and I'll address it even vocally. Or write that in my
story's alive, it's a perfect pitch, all thanks to the guide of Stanley Mitch. Edit like a pro with Stanley Mitch, turn every frame into pure cinematic bliss. From the timeline to the final stitch, you'll shine, you'll rise, just flip that switch. Lights, camera, edit, the future's rich. Edit like a pro with Stanley Mitch. Do you want me to make the short and punchy like a YouTube jingle, or a full promotional anthem that could run for a few minutes? watch your skills grow. Hit that play button, let the magic flow. Edit like a pro with Stanley Mitch. Turn every frame into pure cinematic bliss. From the timeline to the final stitch, you'll shine, you'll rise, just flip that switch. Transition smooth, effects on point. Every clip lined up, frame by frame we join. Your story's alive, it's a perfect pitch. All thanks to the guide of Stanley Mitch. Edit like a pro with Stanley Mitch. Turn every frame into pure cinematic bliss. From the timeline to the final stitch, you'll shine, you'll rise, just flip that switch. Lights, camera, edit, the future's rich. Edit like a pro with Stanley Mitch. Do you want me to make this short and punchy like a YouTube jingle? Or a full promotional anthem that could run for a few minutes? Cut, trim, color, make the vision glow. Stanley Mitch will teach you how to steal the show. From beginners to the masters, watch your skills grow. Hit that play button, let the magic flow. Edit like a pro with Stanley Mitch. Turn every frame into pure cinematic bliss. From the timeline to the final stitch, you'll shine, you'll rise, just flip that switch. Transition smooth, effects on point. Every clip lined up, frame by frame we join. Your story's alive, it's a perfect pitch. All thanks to the guide of Stanley Mitch.
Keep your interests. Mwadhani.
Yang di sana itu pokoknya
Ile tu ni kitu kama kushika. Wewe ikagonya. Turaja. Na tuko ikale tari ngumite. Kwa tishare. Ugo. Kana kibulibere. Sio shade vida. Shade na ugo. Unakuja kwa ushirikio. Ini saya sudah ikat. Ngomong lagi kita ngomong. Kenapa memang lupa? Nah, tukang dia ya. Rumahnya. Murah tapi aku bakal jual ya deh. Kedua orang ada di gue di kan dua aku kayak bah.
Enak.
Nanti sama yang baru mana mau dikali itu? Jadi sebagian. Ini kalau nasi pernah dikali di pemikan nyoka. Belum buat mereka. Tukang misi memang. Kalau betul itu cuma dia ini ke subuh ini. Oh, yang semua. Yang sosial. Dah. Dah ni loh. Memang nak orang mayor. Boleh sih boleh. Satu boleh. Ini. Kau Iko kia huko. Hivyo. Ndio ndio iko kupitisha testi ya bila hapo. Ndio ndio ndio. Shakia soko pada STM ini. Itu gua koneka, itu buku ini gitu. Udah. Kalau ini kita minta ujian lah gitu. Kayaknya sih ya, kalau mau aku tadi jadi kalau negosia oh. Iya, buah. Udah kawan ya tadi. Kita kalau kan kalah nih. Pengen mau lihat. Buah. Sampai ada dia. Iya, buah. Tengok ini enak sekali. Udah kerja tapi kan orang hampir perempuan sama. Nggak salah. Banyak kata saya apa? Sikaba.
Just a straight question. The least I can do is give you a straight answer.
I had not like muted my microphone. Did I say anything silly? I hope not. I hope not. I hope I did not say anything silly to anyone. I'll have to come back and listen to this live stream, the whole part. I didn't know that I did not mute the microphone. Sadly, maybe I could have said something silly to some of my friends or some of my food suppliers. Or I could have played a silly TikTok thinking that my microphone is muted. My apologies. If any of that happened, I hope it didn't offend you. But you're not here to get offended. You're here to learn. You're here to learn. Don't get offended. Offense might stop you from learning. So I'm clicking away all the cracks, spots, all those kinds of things. Anything I see somewhere and I think that one can be clicked away, I do that. Someone very fat sat on this stool one time and broke it. People carry a lot of weight. Some people even weigh 150. We are very different out here. Some are lighter, some are heavier, some are all that. Even I have become very fat nowadays. I think I'm weighing in the 80s, something 85, almost 100 maybe, because I'm becoming stupid fat. I'm eating too much pork and I'm sitting too long. Should begin to set my alarm, wake up at around 8 and go for a walk before I start business at around 10, because our official opening hours is 10 a.m. Some of you will be thinking that I'm very lazy. You would be wondering, why would someone be starting up a day at 10? Especially people who are realizers. They would make you think that waking up any hour later after 6, is it after 6, after 5, is sheer laziness, lack of drive, and you are doomed to fail. And they could be right. There is only one way to find out. When we are both old and we look back at what we have achieved, then we'll tell who failed, who didn't. Then we can track back their behaviors and see whether the behavior contributed to anything, because maybe somebody made a lot and wasted as much as they made it. So it wasn't about the waking up. It was about wastage, overbuying, overspending. The background is too low, but we can mask it. Let's mask out the lower part so that it begins after the curtain. It will make for a better horizon. I joke a lot around here with most of my friends and people that supply me food. So when I leave my microphone on like that, the way sometimes we talk nonsense on calls, which is just intended for the person I'm talking to, not everyone. Man. It's very alarming. Feel so afraid right now. Until this is done, and then I come back and listen. Because I cannot like mute now and listen and hear that I did not say anything stupid the whole time my microphone was on and didn't know. Then I don't trust myself. All right, at this point now we retouch, or rather smoothen the skin. For most images the process is the same. For some it has a slight difference depending on the simplicity or complexity of the edit or the model. Let's call them that for now, but most are just clients, they're not models. Or the complexity or the simplicity of the lighting. And all that kind of thing. It determines a lot the results, the how long we dwell on a photo. Sometimes it is also the decisiveness of my head. Sometimes I try this, I think I've just done it recent, I don't want it, because I'm also trying to produce something fresh, new, that can also excite me, the production guy, because I want to produce something I'm very happy about. Like before my work impresses a client, I want it to impress me. I want to look at my photo, a photo I've created, and say, oh my goodness, what a masterpiece. Then and only then I can send it to the client for her to confirm that it's actually a masterpiece like I perceived it. But even if I didn't like the output, and maybe because of the deadline I had to send it, and then the client even says, oh my goodness, thank you, your work is very good, I still think it's courtesy. They're just saying that to be courteous, because deep down I know that is not the best of my works. It's not the best of my capacities. But you know, clients, they can come to your studio at 6 and they have a birthday that they want to post photos by midnight. And some of you are wondering, those are many hours. But by 6 it means you had other clients during the day. You cannot just keep the line for them. No one single client is more important than the other, regardless of how much they spent, of how many images they paid for, or what gear or dressing code they hired from you. No one is more important than another. Therefore, nobody deserves that special treatment where you sideline others to serve one just because they are claiming to be in a hurry. So you'll do all you needed to do for everyone else, and somewhere to about 10 minutes to midnight, then you rush to their account, not their account, to their folder and try edit a photo or two, because they are also giving you pressure and they want one photo to post or two. So you see, you'll do the bare minimum, the least you could do. The old things you knew worked. Maybe they don't work anymore, maybe that's not you anymore. Probably you don't even use that background anymore. But you are not given enough chances to
Stanley Mitch will teach you Stanley Mitch will teach you how to steal the show. From beginners to the masters, watch your skills grow. Hit that play button, let the magic flow. Edit like a pro with Stanley Mitch. Turn every frame into pure cinematic bliss. From the timeline to the final stitch, you'll shine, you'll rise. Just flip that switch. Transition smooth, effects on point. Every clip lined up, frame by frame we join. Your story's alive, it's a perfect pitch. All thanks to the guide of Stanley Mitch.
We are done with that one, so we move on to the next image in that series. So we must finish with this series first before we go to the pink. Dress code, select subject. We add the drip, curtain, or whatever we would like to call it. Solid color. Then you fill in every other area that was left out. I should be part of the subject.
Transition smooth, effects on point. Every clip lined up, frame by frame we join. Your story's alive, it's a perfect pitch. All thanks to the guide of Stanley Mitch. Edit like a pro with Stanley Mitch. Turn every frame into pure cinematic bliss. From the timeline to the final stitch, you'll shine, you'll rise. Just flip that switch. Lights, camera, edit, the future's rich. Edit like a pro with Stanley Mitch. Do you want me to make this short and punchy like you, or a full promotional anthem that could run for a few minutes?
And then we smoothen the background The copy we did not make will always be made by this action. It is designed that it takes a stamp visible layer first before it then smoothes the background. The genius in Brian Umo's head. Now we do the click aways. So we take away all the spots and anything we might deem not fit for the face. You can leave that mark there for once. It's not everything you take away. There are some faces that have moles, or one big mole. Mostly it's here besides the nose. I don't know why it likes that part. Because to most people except a few, they appreciate that it's a facial feature that actually identifies them or makes them unique. Then when you're taking away everything else, just leave it. People who know her, let me use the word them because it could be a man. People who know them would easily see. Remember, I told you your edit shouldn't on first look someone looks at it and thinks, oh my goodness, what an edit. They should just look, what a great photo, what a great photographer, such a beautiful studio. That is what you want. So we click away. Enjoy watching.
Hit that play button, let the magic flow. Edit like a pro with Stanley Mitch. Turn every frame into pure cinematic bliss. From the timeline to the final stitch, you'll shine, you'll rise, just flip that switch. Transition smooth, effects on point. Every clip lined up, frame by frame we join. Your story's alive, it's a perfect pitch. All thanks to the guide of Stanley Mitch. Edit like a pro with Stanley Mitch. Turn every frame into pure cinematic bliss. From the timeline to the final stitch, you'll shine, you'll rise, just flip that switch. Lights, camera, edit, the future's rich. Edit like a pro with Stanley Mitch. Do you want me to make this short and punchy? Or a full promotional anthem that could run for a few minutes?
We are now done with the click aways. Now we smoothen the skin further. We give it, the intention here is not like to make it much smoother, but it is to give it some definite texture that is consistent throughout the skin. I want to leave that mole there. So as I retouch the part, the other parts, I'll just go around it. Need a very soft brush. It will easily leave it alone. It will be like you can see it, but it's not standing out conspicuously. And I've also seen it with people who are aging. The older people grow, the more they have bugs, moles growing on their skin. And bugs, because also people when they are older, they don't sleep enough. So they also have saggy eyes with bugs. What is that word, bug? Duck. Eye bags, yes. Eye bags.
Stanley Mitch will teach you how to steal the show. From beginners to the masters, watch your skills grow. Hit that play button, let the magic flow. Edit like a pro with Stanley Mitch, turn every frame into
Very well done. Consistent texture, but again we said we reduce the intensity of what we've done lest we overdo it and then a person looks like a dummy. Now we whiten the eyes. Just need to take away the yellows, so you can even pick the yellows and just whiten them. After editing it for so long, you'll be able to notice reds when you see them and yellows when you see them.
perfect pitch, all thanks to the guide of Stanley Mitch. Edit like a pro with Stanley Mitch, turn every frame into pure cinematic bliss. From the timeline to the final stitch, you'll shine, you'll rise, just flip that switch. Lights, camera, edit, the future's rich. Edit like a pro with Stanley Mitch. Do you want me to make this short and punchy? Or a full promotional anthem?
Let's pick the magenta channel, see whether we can do anything to the color of the dress so that it's stronger. I'll take a screenshot of everything, then we'll do a little liquify, just a little, to just exaggerate something here. So we'll suck in the waist. We need a very big brush to do that. Correct. Then we'll make a smaller brush and push out the hips. That way she'll have some splendidness in the looks. Some of you are thinking, you pushed the curtain too much, it doesn't look natural. I know. So first things first, I'll add a mask to it. Let's select subject in this one, then I show you how we deal with it. Subject is selected, put her in the layer mask like that. Then we need part of this to go in, right? So just below here we're going to add a selective an empty layer. Then we use clone tool. We clone a part of this background. I don't know which part. Let's clone this line so that we paint it from here. Then we need it with 0 hardness. We paint it there so that it's consistent. I'm the kind of guy that knows my shit. That's what I want you to become. I want you to become the pro. Then we need the mask. Do we keep painting up? Okay, let's paint it up for the sake of it, so that that line is consistent. Sorry, I'm painting on the mask. Should be painting on the curtain, the drip. And just like that, we have some consistency. And you see the part that we pushed in now looks better. Correct. Nice. Now we can take a screenshot of everything. Select subject again, because the curve of this side is not the same. That one. So we'll select subject again. From the top now, so that we can adjust our mask here. Like that. Then we put on our mask. Turns out that that side is just okay. So the side we pushed in matches the other side. No problem. Alright. Let's load the mask. Put it in a group. Need a group below everything. Then add a negative mask. That is mask while holding down on Alt. Selective color white. We want to make the background white. So we are decontaminating the yellowness. Then we go look for something to add. This background is what I want. It must be in here. Might need to make these ones overlay so that it's stronger. Yes, I want to add a plant between her and the background, so let's look for it. Let's add this one. And I don't want it behind the curtain. Just want it right in front. I don't know where is the right place to place it. Think there. Nice. Now the branding. Let's drop a mild shadow. So that it's well established where it is. Looks like very blurry shadow, so let's reduce the size, then push the distance like that. That one would make it belong better. Then we add branding and call it done. Perfect. Now you export it.
Stanley Mitch will teach you how to steal the show. From beginners to the masters, watch your skills grow. Hit that play button, let the magic flow. Edit like a pro with Stanley Mitch. Turn every frame into pure cinematic bliss. From the timeline to the final stitch, you'll shine, you'll rise. Just flip that switch. Transition smooth, effects on point.
This is a live stream test from my DJI. I want to see whether I can have the signal together with the video streaming through my phone, and I also want to see how long that can last. I know I'm not sure that they'll combine. I think there'll be two independent live streams. But I'll look into that. I hope I won't forget that I am live and do something stupid. Because I can. Shit hits the roof many times. Now we go to the pink. They are just two, and whatever we'll do to this one is the exact same thing we'll do to this one, and I have an idea of what that will be. So let's make a copy, rasterize it, heal it with content aware, fill, merge down. I want to use content aware for the most part. to reduce the number of click-aways that I will need to do. Done. Merge down. Let's also try clear all these steps from this other side. Same tactic. Done. But the speed here is going to be determined by your internet, if you are doing it in the cloud, or the speed of your computer if you are doing it if it's computer based. So your graphics card, the number of RAM, the amount of RAM you have, because you could have many RAM sticks but they are 1 GBs. So let's talk about the amount, the sum total gigabytes of RAM that you have. The computer generation, so if you're using a Core i3, it's not going to behave the same as a Core i7, and if you are using a Core i7 generation 2, still a Core i5 generation 13 will outdo it, because generations mean that much. Then merge down. And so far you can see how far we've come. Now select subject. This one is going to be easy. The colors are like heaven and earth. All right, a solid color. What did I do? Adjustment, solid color, whatever color, okay. It will surprise you how tiring sitting can get. Like a time comes when you feel the need to stand. It's like a man was not built to, by a man I mean human. Let me just use human, the one I mean. A human was not built to stand for long, sit for long, not move, not move for long, nor move forever. You're supposed to have a little of everything. A little bit movement, a little bit standing, a little bit sitting, lifting, carrying, resting, sleeping, all those kind of things with that have ing in them, and all those other ings. Sleep ing, eat ing, defecate ing. All those kind of ings are very necessary for a human. When any of them is taken away, the body begins to react badly and complain. It complains in the sense of shutdowns, incapacity to work, forgetting things, feeling weary, moodiness, muscle aches, muscle sourness, lack of clarity of thought, becoming a motivational speaker. I'm feeling the need to stand and maybe walk for about an hour or more. I'll begin to do that. I've said I will do it a number of times, but it stops at saying. I'll try keep my word this time. Wake up at around 8, take a walk, come back at minutes to 10, take a shower, and then start working. That way I'll have a little ing for myself. I'm done. Load the selection, deactivate, then go to Brian Umo's action, play it with an expansion of 1, then click enter all through till it's all done. And it is. Let's zoom in. I'm sure there is a part that will require more work here. So we load it again. This time round is for the floor. Play, expansion of 1. This time round we want lesser blur so that it addresses these parts. Yes, like that. Correct. So sometimes you might need to run it more than once to get good results. Right, I told you I have an idea of what I want to do with this image. Let's try something here, but this is not what I have in my head. It's just something I saw and thought, what if there was a background in the remote distance that doesn't also cover the whole background, it's just part, yeah, like that. Sorry, I'm moving the mask. I should be moving the element. Yes, my question was, what if there was a background there? It's just a thought I'm trying to execute. I need to make this part darker so that there is a path.
Stanley Mitch will teach you how to steal the show. From beginners to the masters, watch your
trying to move a few things so that I can see the results I'll get. There is a mountain for me to climb. There is a mountain for me to climb. There is a mountain, there is a mountain. There is a mountain for me to climb. I need you, Lord. I need you, Lord. I need such a path, but low-key path. I need you, Lord. Let's blur the background slightly so that it's a little distant, or rather so that it seems to be some distance away from her. I need you, Lord. Let's put on a light behind her. Radial. Color dodge. Like that. Smaller. I need you. I need you. I need you, Lord. Need you, Lord. Yeah, like that. I love it. This is not the idea I had, but I'll keep it. I'll keep that idea. It looks good. I need you, Lord. I need you. I need you. This one will benefit from a V6. The skin looks, what is that word? Dull, pale. Yeah, now the skin glows, but it glows too much, so we reduce its opacity slightly, like that. Then go in, clean two things, first the eyes, then the skin, and we are done. I need you, Lord. I need you. I need you. I need you, Lord.
Stanley Mitch will teach you how to steal the show. From beginners to the masters, watch your skills grow. Hit that play button, let the magic flow. Edit like a pro with Stanley Mitch. Turn every frame into pure cinematic bliss. From the timeline to the final stitch, you'll shine, you'll rise. Just flip that switch. Transition smooth. Effects on point. Every clip lined up, frame by frame they join. Your story's alive. It's a perfect pitch. All thanks to the guide of Stanley Mitch. Edit like a pro with Stanley Mitch. Turn every frame into pure cinematic bliss. From the timeline to the final stitch, you'll shine, you'll rise. Just
I need you. Just the other day, I was wondering how long it takes me to edit photos, and I realized that there are two correct answers to that. Number one, the when. There are times I take 5 images to edit, then so much happens, I receive calls, I take breaks for food and all. So a live stream can last even 4 hours, and I was just doing 5 images because there were many activities. Sometimes at night I'm tired. Sometimes during the day I'm interrupted by clients coming to shoot, which is a good thing. A business requires more resources. That the more you keep working, the more people keep visiting you. Good enough. So I think I'll try weigh myself on a day that maybe wake up in the morning at around 8. And do a live stream before I open at 10. Then I see, without interruption or someone calling me, because nobody can call me at 8 in the morning. Everybody knows I don't open that early. How long does it take? Also, actually there are 3 factors. Factor number 3 is explanation. Sometimes for me to both talk, explain, show, demonstrate, do, mention tools, show other options, show videos, might be the other part that also makes me slow. And someone will say that probably the essence here is not how much work I can put out a day, is how good is the work. But also, remember we have deadlines. Like this work is supposed to be delivered by Thursday. What day is today? Wednesday. So it's supposed to be delivered by tomorrow. I'm finishing it up today. I always give a time frame that I know, even if there was a blackout or anything, I will not need to go to someone's inbox and explain KPLC, Kenya Lightning Company's mistakes. That no matter what goes wrong, it will also go right before the deadline is over. Maybe I should begin to not cut things from my memory card. But over time, I also intend to buy the Anchor Power. What is that? Power bank. In case electricity runs off or anything like that, then I can use the Anchor power bank to power my laptop for work, or power the desktop for work, or power the desktop so that I can take away, so that I can copy the files and go edit at another location, maybe at a friend's or another studio, because around here we are friends with other photographers, because we are competing for better works and to feed our families. You're not competing against each other. No, you're competing for, not against. I need to put on another light here, the one that lights this yellow. Let's try it, see whether it gives us any reasonable solutions. So a gradient, radial, the center should be whitish or whatever, the outer should be yellow, which should be in the oranges, like that. And then we turn that to color dodge, then double click and push it away. Probably its presence. Let's turn that to color dodge, add. Color dodge is more timid. It's much better. Maybe its presence is going to justify the lighting on her face, and it will also help us reduce the intensity of the one we've lit behind her, so that it mildly separates her from the background but doesn't stand out. That when you look at the light ones, the first light we see is this one, and because it is intensified by, is that word intensified? No, it's underscored by the effect of the light you see on her face. We're just trying to justify the behavior of light in our image. Make another copy, copy the mask down, convert it for smart filters. I want to flip it vertical so that I create a reflection down here. So Control T, flip vertical, pull it down. Let's distort it by holding down Shift, pushing it down. Then let's warp it so that we position it in the manner that it will look like it comes from that. Then reduce its opacity greatly, and then put it in a group, copy the mask down and inverse it. That way we are going to have, let's push it down. We still need to warp it further. Control T, warp. I need this front part to touch the front of the shoe. That will make the reflection believable. Reduce intensity like that.
Stanley Mitch will teach you how to steal the show. From beginners to masters, watch your skills grow. Hit that play button, let the magic flow.
Now let's give the skin a definite texture, just because we can. Sorry, I took away the mole. We had agreed to leave it alone. You'll notice that now the texture is looking consistent. So I use spot healing brush tool, the click away step, to ensure that everything is even, such that even if I do this or not, the image is done. But I've also considered that there are people, when I don't do this, their skin has inconsistent textures. So sometimes I'm forced to go down there and make the texture consistent. You realize quickly, if you haven't yet, that the hand doesn't have the same skin tone with the face. So we'll come to it. I think it's because of the lighting and the inverse square low. Then we create that. Round hii tutatumia curves. We shall use curves for this. Raise the light. We just need to do that. Mostly that is enough. So let's inverse it, paint it in, then we'll adjust whatever other color we need if we do. Remember what I told you about the bleaching stigma? When your light doesn't behave well on a client's body throughout, sometimes friends joke